These grow, especially in Israel. I mean, they have like in Tel Aviv, in the middle of the boulevard, that's the picture I was going to put, there are sycamore fig trees. And they're big. And they are amazing looking climbing trees. Like if you were a kid, this tree, Carter, my oldest son, if you know him, when he was little, like this would have been the tree he gravitated toward immediately because it looks like it was made to climb. And some of them get quite high. So the pictures that we often see of Zacchaeus, being just above the road, he's probably quite high in this tree. He's probably quite high. Now, the fact that it is called a sycamore fig tree, it makes it great for Sunday school. What does it tell us? In this series, one of the things we've been asking is, whose eyewitness account is Luke collecting? What's his source? Sometimes we've said it was for sure Mary, the mother of Jesus. Another time I said he's got to have the Apostle John as one of his sources. Other times we don't know exactly who the source was. Someone who was present at a moment when the other apostles weren't, because it's not in the other books. Who's the source of this story? It has to be Zacchaeus. Okay, it's not 100%. There's no 100% in this. But look at this. Who would have known this part of the story, okay? Who would have known this part? That Zacchaeus is running around the outside of a crowd trying to look over and see Jesus? Unless there was somebody with him the whole time, like his servant or something, it's either him or his servant. That's the only people who could have known this part of the story. And who is going to remember? If you were telling this story, almost anyone who's not Zacchaeus would have said, Zacchaeus ran ahead and climbed a tree. But whoever tells this story to Luke says, Zacchaeus ran ahead and he climbed a sycamore fig tree. Why? Because it's Zacchaeus telling the story. And he sat in that tree probably for a while. We probably don't want to imagine him just running up like 100 meters ahead and climbing a tree real quick. This is a large crowd of thousands of people following Jesus. Jesus is not moving very fast. He probably went for a run. He probably ran a kilometer or two, found a tree that he knew Jesus was going to pass, climbed it. He's sitting in that fig tree. Maybe he's sitting there half an hour. What's in the tree? Figs, sycamore figs. They are totally edible. In fact, they were a regular thing for people to eat in those days. We don't eat them. People don't eat them anymore, mostly because common figs taste way better than sycamore figs. But he probably sat in this tree and munched on figs. Now, why is all of this important? It's not critically important for understanding the point. It's important for entering the Bible, for opening it up to yourself and understanding that these are real events from real people. Then when you see the point of the story and what Jesus does, you'll realize that this is connected to real life. That's the hope.